Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you're watching this. I'm here in Bunde. I used to live here many moons ago when I was serving at One UK Div. And my old house is just behind us up there, number 100 Carl Straße. And I always thought, I always wondered what's happened to this place since like the British left and stuff. And it's totally different to when I lived here. It really is. There's still a field there that was always there. But what I've noticed is that there's lots and lots of Ukrainian cars there. So I'm surmising straight away that this place is now home to a lot of refugees from Ukraine who fled the war and stuff like that. I'm just having a little walk around now because there's just so many happy memories for me from when I lived here many moons ago. Like I said, my street was just along here. In my street, my house used to lead straight out on the park. I'm glad to see the park's still there, but obviously 20 years on it's totally different to what it was. All the gardens used to have big fences and that around them. They haven't got them anymore. They're all gone as well. So I'm just walking around the back of my house and trying to remember which one it was, to be fair. I think it was that one there. This is quite daunting, this, because it's a long time since it's nearly 20 years since I've been here. There used to be fences that would come all the way back to here, back out, and that was your garden. So yeah, that's mine there, the third one down. There used to be a gate. Actually, the path's still there to where the gate used to come, so there's a little path down here which is next to the gate, and that's my old house there. Just behind us, just there now. So yeah, the garden's gone. There was a tree there as well. The tree's gone. The tree, I remember me and my daughter Erin, when a rabbit died, we buried the rabbit under the tree, and then a couple of hours later she was there with her friends trying to dig it up. The park's all sand now. It used to be like a soft tarmac and stuff like that. There's someone with a load of bikes who lives there now, just over there, but mine's the third one down. It's number 100. And I can see people through the window who lived in my old house, but there was just so many good memories here. It really was. I just absolutely loved living here, and that's why I've come back to have a look around. And that's what I'm going to do. So obviously I've come along the backs, I'm in the park. I remember that house over there, Lee Jolly was a good friend, a big 4-bedroom house he had. And I remember one sad memory was the night my wife had a miscarriage, and I had to go over there, use the phone, then come back over here to go in my house, and that's where I can't believe that path is still there. And that's my old cellar. That's where we had so many barbecues and stuff like that. There was a neighbour lived next door to us, and I remember having a massive argument with him. One night I was on the patio in the early hours making a noise, and he came on and tried to shut us up. So I threatened to shut him up permanently for life. So we didn't really see eye to eye after that. But there's so many, when I lived here, this community, it was so tight. It was really so tight. Everyone knew everyone. Everyone served with everyone. And it was just absolutely mint. So number 13 there is where my mate Lee Jolly lived, and there was guys and girls who lived up both sides of these who I knew. Everyone knew each other. And I remember my mate, the lad guy who was my best man when I got married, Dan Rimmer. Excuse me. Dan got married, and him and Emma moved up here as well. Good friends from other regiments came up here and moved in. It was just an awesome place to live. It really was, So we're going to walk around here now. And there was a community centre around here. I'm going to see if it's still there, to be fair. So the community centre was like every Friday and Saturday night was the bar area. But I was here as well when Liverpool won the Champions League on penalties, when they were getting beat 3-0, and they won 3. They got back to 3-3, then won on penalties. And I remember one of the guys was a massive Liverpool fan. I remember him in the bar. To say he couldn't stand up wouldn't be too far from the mark. But even these houses down here, these are all military houses. And again, some of the people I'd served with down at 7-6, and the community centre's still there, and that's where we used to go. As well, let's see if I can turn this camera around. Yeah, that was the community centre. That was the naffy over there, so you just get your beers and all your, you know, little bits and bobs out there. And that was the community centre, and it just looks totally derelict now, which is such a shame, because there was just so many happy memories from our time in there, with so many great people that lived up here. I tell loads of people about this shop. Just down from the nappy, we used to come down here all the time. Especially with my daughter Erin, who was 4 at the time. She used to stand in the back of our brother's pram. And when we got the meat counter, they used to always give her a slice of meat. It was just so nice people. They really were. It's just, you know, just a massive walk down memory lane for me, this. It really is. What an amazing little town Bunde is. Just walking down the streets. This side over here is all German actually. That was never British. The British was all this, with all their colourful houses and that. The yellow and blue houses and stuff like that. You know, so this was actually the bus stop where my daughter used to get into school, and she used to go to school in Hereford, where the barracks was. And these are just all the houses. And like I say, you know, I could pick out where different people lived. All the back gardens are gone now. All the fences that was around the back gardens, that's totally gone, which is crazy. And there's a car there. I don't know if I can zoom in, you can see that it's a Lithuanian, that's a Ukrainian car, and it just shows that there's loads of Ukrainian people living here now, and it's obviously they fled Ukraine to come here. So here's around the back again. Obviously that tree, that's up there, that wasn't a tree, that was in my back garden, because the one in my back garden was an apple tree. I remember my father-in-law used to get apples off it and make apple crumble, and he hates apple crumble, but he used to make apple crumble off it. You know, and I had mates that lived down there. I had Slats, one of the MT, one of the Liney guys lived down there. Like I said before, Lee Jolly was over there. You know, it's just so many great memories. When we first came here, it was part of a programme called Puma, where they were regenerating houses in Germany for British squaddies, basically. So I don't know if I can see it or not from around here, but basically they did such a good job. I mean, these houses were immaculate, absolutely immaculate. And on the top of each house, at the top of each block, there was a satellite dish. And so basically, you would just plug your like your skybox straight in the wall, and it came on. There was no faffing on with anything else. I can't see it on that one anymore now. Might be around the other side, but big red dishes that were on there.
Das Ganze findet im Ladenlokal statt. Das heißt, ich bin als Kunde wirklich mittendrin. Ein Konzept, das wahrscheinlich, oder würdest du sagen, noch mehr ausgreift, sozusagen, Glückskonzept? Ich finde, dass dieses Konzept sehr gut funktioniert.
This field here is quite prominent because I used to have a cat. So we had a cat called Charlie. He never used to come home. He got knocked over just on this road here. And there was one of the houses that's behind us there, one of the German houses. We went in to see him. And when we went in to see him, it was very noticeable that she'd been looking after him. That's why we hadn't seen him for such a long time. So we went in her cellar, and there was like 3 different types of food in there, different water, milk. I wanted to move in with him, to be honest, but this has been awesome. Just coming here, visiting Bunde, visiting the streets where I used to live. It's just so different to what it was. I was quite emotional when I came in, because it's about 20 years since I've been here, and this was the last place I ever lived in Germany. So it's quite an emotional journey for me to do this today, and it's quite fitting that I've stopped here on the way to for aid for the Ukraine, to come here, because there's just so many Ukrainian people now living in these houses. But this is Bunde. It's not how it was, it's how it is now. I love the place. Just so many happy memories from my daughter Erin. Like I said, about obviously burying a dead pet, but her going out in the playground. I remember waking up one night because our bedroom was on the back, and I could hear this swing, and I looked out and I was thinking, oh, that looks like Erin on the swing. That looks like Erin. She couldn't use a swing. And sure enough, it was Erin on the swing, and she'd learned how to do it all by herself. So just absolutely phenomenal. Just a great place to visit again. But like I say, all the fences are gone. And these houses, like I say, are immaculate, and when I've walked past some of them now, I'm thinking you would never get marched out like the state they're in. But that's Bunde. There's a couple of people walking behind us now, somewhere. A couple of younger ones over there. But yeah, that's it. That's my visit to Bunde. Hope you enjoyed it. There's so many more stories I could talk about. It's just what a little journey down memory lane this is.